morning, class. Okay, how are you today? Okay, so before we start our class, I'm going to check first your attendance. Okay, please say present if your name is called. Abela Joel, Angelita, and Anjo Abel. Okay, thank you so much. So before we start our class, so can we look at outside? What can you see outside? What? Can you see a schoolmate? Yes, which is human. A tree. And what else? Okay. So for now, we are talking about our surroundings and we are locating about what are the things around us. So our topic for today is about living things and non-living things. Okay, I've heard it a chart. Okay, this is a kind of example. Just you can determine which is example which is a kind of thing which is living things or non-living things. Okay, so what can you see about the chart is living things is, for example, is eat, move, breathe, grow. And the non-living things is do not eat, do not move, do not breathe, do not grow. Okay, because living things exist, are alive, and made of microscopic structures called cells. They grow and exhibit movement or locomotion, experience metabolism, which includes anabolic and catabolic reactions. Living things are capable of producing a new life, which their own kind of their process of reproduction. Living things are have no particular span and not immortal. Okay, when you say a kind of reproduction, living things can reproduce. I have, for example, another chart here. Uh, yes, it's a kind of reproduction of a frog. Okay, so can you see it's a kind of a frog is a kind of living things that can reproduce. For example, it's a frog. So start with eggs, and then second is tadpole and metamorph or just having a feet already. And the next is frog. So that's this kind of living things which you can see here is reproducing a new life. Okay. Cellular reproductions enables living organisms to acquire energy, while it's used to cells to perform reactions. Okay. So what are the non-living things? Okay, I'm just looking for it. Eh? Non-living things are not alive. They do not possess life. They do not have cells and do not grow or show locomotion movement. They do not undergo metabolism or metabolic and catabolic reactions. They do not reproduce. So, can you see here in the poster that I'm going to post now? Sa kind of here. So you can see here the living things and non-living things. So what I can say about the non-living things is can grow. They do not possess life. They are not have cells. So for example, for that is what a whale and stone or a kind of food or Caesar. That is an example of the non-living things. Okay, and living things is, for example, is animals and human being. That is example of a human being example of a living thing. So you're going now to have already recognized now living things and non-living things, because as what can say, living things is can breathe, yes, can eat, can reproduce, while the non-living things is a thing that does not reproduce. They do not undergo metabolism and metabolic and catabolic reaction. They do not grow. Okay. So we ready to get this the lesson? Okay, so for now we have an activity. I'm just going to group yourself into two. Okay. Okay, I'm going to count in one, two, one, two. Okay, for group one, stay at the side. And group two, stay at the side. Okay. So I'm going to pick up one of your group mates. Okay, to stay in the front. Okay. So that's for now. I'm just going to call you. I'm going to present a flashcard, and then you're going to identify whether it is living things or non-living things. Okay, we're also going to determine it in states one step forward. Okay. Okay, Jane and Johnson, please stay in the center. Okay. So excited, activity. Okay, you just say it with this living things or non-living things. Okay. Okay, perfect. So for now, I think you've already in your mind that you have already known or yet already um, determined with this the thing is non-living things or living things. So before we end our class, I'm going to give you some assignment, and either where I'm going to give you an assignment later, and I mean after this class. Okay, you have already get the, the lesson. Is any further questions? Is there any questions and clarifications that I'm going to answer what the questions all about? Okay, no more. So that's all for this morning, and I'm going to um, go to the next room. Before we end our class, please stand for the closing prayer. I'm just call on Joanna for the prayer, closing prayer. Okay, that's all for this morning. Thank you and